He's an authority on the occult. He really knows about the black arts, satanic rites, and other things.
Hobgoblins and witches and things that go bump in the night.
Well, hobgoblins are fantasy creatures of the nursery, Mr. Thomas. As for witches, they certainly exist. Things do go bump in the night. Good coffee.
That is not dead, which can return alive, and with strange hands, death and I, in his lair.
When the night falls, monsters breathe and scream.
Don't look at me. I didn't have a thing to do with it.
Welcome to another Bump in the Night. What it is, what it look like, what it be. What it is the Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions. I think it's a Legion builder. I got it off of Nerdzoic. Of course, today Mythic Legions is having their in-stock sale with items they've never had on sale before in the store. I grabbed the black and white skeleton, Scareglow looking guy, and Swig, and also I think 2 Barbarian Legion builders. I might go back and get the Toylanta, and I might get the $80 green alien guy. Those are the only 2 I'm really looking at. Ganesh, $70. Oh man, I might end up getting him. He's figure obscura. That would be the first figure obscura that I got. But this is another example of the fine quality. I wish it was $26 because then I could have bought 2. The orc head, I'm probably not going to use for this guy. So let's go ahead and attempt to release him from the package. Sometimes they put extra tape on these things. Usually they're pretty easy to release. I've got Grimsword, who I glued his horn back on, and Dormammu. Here's his weapons pack, which comes with what appears to be a bow. You have to forgive the background currently. I don't have a really fantasy medieval set. I have a fantasy set, I guess you could say, with the Thunder Cat's Lair, but oh, that's a bowstring. You gotta be careful with that. Clearly stretchy. Thank goodness, or I would have snapped it. There's the quiver. Very nice when they come with quiver. The shield with the handle type that I don't like, but I suppose it's acceptable. That's the one quality lacking thing that I could say that they have, is their shields look epic, but the handle I'm not impressed with. What is that? My big hands. It's hard to get into little spaces. Looks like some sort of belt or strap. A couple spare hands. Looks like a gripper hand, which the camera isn't focusing on. Let's see. Looks like that's about. There we go. You can see the fine detail on them. Another bag with all kinds of loot in it. This is why they're $37. I tell you what, why not make one of these? I have trouble with plastic bags, the meat bags that you put stuff in at the grocery store. I have to use both my hands and rub them together to get it out. What is that? My God, that's a separate leg. What? You can switch out his legs? I did not know that. I might have to buy another one of these. And arms, shoulder pads. Very fine detail. Wow, I'm super impressed. And arms, so you can make him all the way golden. Wow. That is impressive. I'm definitely turning him into a golden knight, that's for sure. Wow. And even still, not done yet with the loot. Here's the shield peg. It's got some nice detail to it. Then we finally take the figure out. Luckily with Four Horsemen, they don't make the same kind of ties that other people do. They just make twist ties, so you can just untwist them and twist them back up, seal them back up as if they're brand new and resell them on eBay, which I'm sure every one of the Cosmic Legions and Mythic Legions that have bought off of eBay were possibly opened before, but possibly not. You can't tell unless there's damage to the unit, which there hasn't been. Here's his golden helmet. Highly detailed. Not sure. I guess that's an artifact from inside, and he has a sword. Looks like a one-hander sword, matching the shield. And then finally him. Which I probably won't flex him too much because these figures are notorious for being stiff. There's only 2 ties that are tying him in. There's 2. Now for the I guess he's supposed to be an elf. I guess you can use the black legs for the orc. Let's try turning autofocus back on. See if that works. I like the veins in the arms. And the swappability of these characters is unbelievable. So let's look a little bit of his range of motion. Lots of wrist bend. It looks like they may be double jointed knees, but because of the armor, it won't go back that far. It has a little bit of, it has a lot of foot tilt. You just need to loosen it up a little bit. No thigh cut, but probably not going to stretch this too far. He looks like he's capable of a full Van Damme. And King Charles, yep, full King Charles, which is a one forward and one 90-degree leg. And the ab crunch is probably going to be lacking because the armor, yeah, it's non-existent. So let's look at his arm. Kind of confused. That's an arm for sure. Let's attempt it. Let's go ahead and take him apart. There's his hand. Oh yeah, let's look at his bow real quick. Oh. Back to manual focus. Pretty neat looking bow. His forearm. Not sure how that would plug into the unless you're supposed to take that piece out of that piece. The arms are probably going to be hard to get off. Yep. I'll deal with that later after heating him up. Maybe not. Let's see. So the arms are a little confusing to me because I suppose the hands just go into that. No, that wouldn't make any sense. It's not making any sense to me right now how you're supposed to fit these together. Perhaps you're supposed to take the elbow off. That would make sense, I suppose. But then, how do you get the hand into that peg there? Oh, I suppose you take the elbow off. But then that would be a black part there. How are the hands supposed to go in there? That doesn't make any sense. Well, matter for another day, I suppose. fit back in there fairly easily. Let's swap him out with the gripping hand. Easier said than done. I guess that changes my mind on buying another one. At least until I figure out how to get the hand to work. Let's put the helmet on. Oh, it slips right on. Excellent. And not sure. Not sure. I guess that's supposed to be a sword holder, maybe, or maybe you put it over his shoulder and head, and then it's a strap for the bow, maybe. But that's going to be difficult to do with the head on there. The quiver will just fit in there easily, I believe. I remember breaking one of these pegs. Oh, we probably need to put the left gripping hand on there too to grip the, yep. That looks like it's probably a bowstring hand. This left hand looks like it's going to be harder than the right one. Then you fold. So I remember, I think I got to put the grip in the hand first because I pushed the shield down. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because they're stiff. And I pushed the shield down with the grip on it, and it snapped the little peg on the shield off with the handle in his hand. That's not a good look. Now I think we'll put his shoulder pads on him first. These are sometimes hard to put in. Let's see how hard these are. Left one in, fine. Right one plugged in, fine. We'll put the quiver on his back. It's all about make-believe and immersion. Can you close your eyes and imagine it's real? So every little bit helps. Or like squint your eyes and imagine it's real. Close your eyes, you can imagine anything's real. Hopefully. All right. Not going there easily, it looks like. Oh. That's the piece that goes off of his strap. Okay, I think I see it has a little hook thing. Where is the central point? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Little hook. So I suppose I don't think it'll. Nah, there's no way it'll get up. You'll have to take his legs off to put that on him, or his head off to put it over his shoulder. So it's sword and shield for today only. That hand looks tight. Might need some. Nope. And then the shield. I'll be lacking his two straps, his extra gold. That snapped in there very loudly. Fairly cool figure. I don't think he could stand up against Grim's sword. Let's stand him right next to him. Looks like he's about exactly the same height as Dormammu with his flame, or a little bit taller than Dormammu. All right. Well, despite the fact that I couldn't figure out the arms, the legs might be a similar situation. Just need some thinking, I think, to go with it. But I think he'd look even better with the gold, all gold, once I figure that out. And when I take his legs and his arms off, I'll put the straps on him and I'll possibly put another image up of him. Let's take a quick look at the Store Horsemen's website and their in-stock sale. They don't have her, even though they're showing her off on this in-stock image. Her and him. I ordered Swig, and they're not showing off the black and white skeleton, or they are showing off Toylana, but they're not showing off the black and white skeleton. You guys should hire me to do your websites. Oh, yeah, if you're going to get Ganesh, you might as well get the bigger one. Ordered that one. I already have him. I ordered the Black Panther blue face version of him, so I'm not going to get Duban. Let me throw this up on the big screen. So, as I said, you might as well get the $90 Ganesh. We'll compare the two, the 90 and the regular one. And I already got him, so I ordered him today. Well, I didn't order him, but I might. This one I missed out on. I'm very sad. They only probably had a very few of those to sell. That's messed up. I believe Romulus is new. I ordered Swig. Romulus is interesting. Lady Averona, $37. I don't think she's worth it. Ilgar, I think he's up all the time. Okeatus, I've got one of him. And I don't know, I would like to have another one. The heads are neat. This guy's new. This guy's on eBay for $11 cheaper. Got one of him. Zalernian Guard are interesting. Or maybe it's this guy. It's on eBay for $37, not this version. I've got one of him. $25 is reasonable. That's about how much I paid for him on eBay. The Sphexians are interesting. Sentry. Orgba is new. These hands are new. Syrian Spire's new. That's new. This guy's new. Oh, that guy is there. Okay. And she's there. Okay. I remember seeing them earlier. Maybe I just passed over them. I looked at him too, but didn't get him. 74 products. It's the same amount of products, so I just probably glanced over him. These guys have been offered. This set's been offered for a while. Got Phobos. This appears to have the same kind of setup, so possibly a clue. I bought 2 of these barbarians. I already bought 4 of these Phalanx Guards. Now, if they had the Black Templar, I probably would have grabbed one of those. I haven't had those on for a while. I've got the translucent head and hands version of him. Let's take a look at Ganesh. Specifically on what comes with him. It looks like it's exact same. Yeah, exactly the same. So, with the $90 version, you're getting... Are you getting the background? It's different, or is it the same background? I think you are getting the... No, that's just the back of the box. Pretty sure I watched a video where you can fold the box out into a set, basically. So you can get that with the $70 one? Yeah. So really you're paying an extra $20 for a cup with him on it. Which if you're into India like I am, it'd probably be cool Was there a set of 3? Oh, that's just showing different sides. Okay. Yeah, I don't think anything comes different with him. You just get a coffee cup for $20. So, oh man, that's definitely worth $70. A couple spare arms. Why? Oh, that's right. He's got 4 arms. He's got a battle axe. That's interesting hand. I wonder what he's supposed to hold with that. Possibly that circular thing. Let's look at the images and see if we can get a clue. Oh, the bow. Okay. Yeah, because he's a god. He's got to have food to eat. Man, that is interesting looking. An elephant god with 4 arms. This guy I bought because I could probably resell him instantly for $100, and he looks epic. You know that's probably plastic, but that's cloth for sure. That's soft rubber, probably, if not leather. Like their rubber feels like leather, so it might be leather. Who knows? If it looks like it, feels like it, might as well be it, in my opinion. This guy's, he was a con exclusive from this year, which you had to buy a $100 ticket, I think, in order to get. So $50 is definitely a steal deal. This is a Toylanta 2025 exclusive of Roadblock, obviously G.I. Joe inspired. And he would put all of my classifieds to shame for sure, especially my 2 different Roadblocks I got, which I might go ahead and grab him. This really pisses me off. That's just... Why would you do that? I mean, that just pisses me off that I missed out on that. This guy's also interesting looking. I like the black and gold look, but the Roman gladiator look doesn't really fit in with anything I got. And I don't want to get into Romans, because that'd be another thing I have to collect. He's epic looking though. From head to toe. Oh, I like the red eyes. I didn't notice that before. I want a flip-up helmet. I'd say she'd be worth it. Very interesting. Very cool. Okay, so that's what the strap goes under. Then the other goes across. Okay. Live and learn. That's epic. Epic. This guy is, of course, epic. He's a web store Motu knockoff. I'm definitely going to pick another one up eventually, if not like 2 or 3. That head is epic. And the panther head's epic. The vampire head's alright. The demon head's alright. It's $5 a head. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Definitely worth it, but it's always up there. This guy is not very flexible, articulable, so he'd just basically be like a statue for $80. There's other statues I could buy for $80, although he is epic looking. If they ever drop him down to like 50 or 60, I'd grab him. But for the lack of equipment, this comes with, one spare set of hands and a device to read with a hose on it and a bubble helmet. I mean, I get it, guys, but I don't know. I'd have to be deep into the Cosmic Legions to get him, and I haven't got but like a few Tusk, a couple, like I've got the Waltor sci-fi version. This guy is also interesting, mainly because of the green face that he comes with. He comes with that face, and then he comes with the helmet and a green face that they show it. There it is. The green face would be more interesting to me. It's like a copper that's been rusted over. And the cloth tunic is interesting. I gotta say, Nerdzoic really got this figure to me quick. Now here's Oleg Thygar, Havalkartar. There's him with his bubble helmet on, with a different head, with a tighter helmet, the bubble helmet. I mean, that's $48 though. If it was $37, probably. He does come with a lot of gear though, but he seems to come with like the less than this guy that I just got. So I understand they got to calculate everything, and this guy doesn't come with enough to make him worth $48 either. Although that gun is epic looking. I like the bugs. Another recolor of the gun. This guy's epic looking. Like he's like a gray alien. You could get another shoulder pad and put it on him. Very epic looking. Dystopian sci-fi. This guy, I think he's supposed to be inspired by another property, probably, but I can't think of which it is. I remember it eventually. But he's epic looking. I might grab him. Yeah, because he's different enough. I didn't notice he was on there earlier. He comes with an angry face. Yeah, I'm probably going to grab him. Her, the scorpion head tail is a little too unesthetically pleasing to me. It would have been better if they made her like, I mean, it's different. That's cool she made something different, but that doesn't make any sense. Which, the rest of her looks epic, but the head kills it for me. Not sure what that's going on there. If it's just a piece you attach, I guess it is. It appears to be possibly bendy. Novun Lean. Another $37 one. Like a lizard man. And then Galrich the Unpredictable standard version. Oh, he's a Tiger Man. This is the Asian inspired, I guess, with a little bit of European, or looks like Asian style armor a little bit. The dragons. But the rest of him looks medieval European. He's a cat man. I don't know why they're not showing him as the cat man. The cat man version is the version I'd go with. $37 for another cat man. I would definitely wear him as the cat man. Because cat people are cool. But I don't like the coloration of his head. Well, I suppose that's it for today's Bump in the Night. What it is, what it looked like, what it be. What it is the Elven $37 Nerdzoic Mythic Legions figure, which I don't believe they currently have on sale in the store, Horsemen. Let's look at their all items. Set 4 more products, so 4 products you can pre-order, plus that, so that's 1, so possibly 3 other products that are possibly see if we can spot anything else. It might be other apparel or non-toy product. Yeah, no. Tuscan pack. Not spotting the. Let's see what they got for pre-order. Nothing. Interesting. I don't believe they have the Elven guy on sale on their stock side. Nope. They do not. But what it is the Elven, I guess you'd call him a troop builder because he comes with an orc head and 2 spare sets of a spare set of legs and arms and a spare set of hands. But excellent figure. Would stand up against this figure any day. Same price too, both of these figures. Got this from Heroes Realm in Lexington, Kentucky for about $37, $38. NECA's normal price for their standard figure, which was well bought, I believe, because he's like $40 and you can't find him cheap, really, usually. This guy, $37 from Nerdzoic, shipping and handling was like, with tax, was like $42, I think. So what it be is an excellent figure from Store Horsemen, Mythic Legions. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. I'm just a regular guy trying to make his way through the universe.
He's an authority on the occult.
Yeah, don't forget
He really
to like
knows
and
about the
subscribe.
black art,
Smash
satanic
that like
rites,
button. Hammer that subscribe button. Hammer it hard.
other things.
Hobgoblins and witches and things that go bump in the night.
Well, hobgoblins are fantasy creatures of the nursery, Mr. Thomas. As for witches, they certainly exist. Things do go bump in the night. Coffee.
That is not dead, can return alive.